What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Friday. A big 13-game slate here tonight. A lot of good options to choose from, but I got it broken down for you with 6 of my favorite plays on the slate. My money 6. So before we get going, if you could show some love to the like button, that'd be greatly appreciated. We're coming off a really solid night last night, I would say, with the plays. Embiid, highest scoring player in the slate, had like 84 DraftKings points. De'Aaron Fox was solid, 40 DraftKings points. Larry Nance Jr., 39 DK points. The only disappointing one was Marvin Bagley, and that was just some tough luck with him only getting 20 minutes after getting 28 minutes the last 3 games. The coach decided to be a little more cautious with him, which kind of sucked. Clarkson was solid. Quinn Cook returned some good value with that blowout in the Warriors game. So all in all, good night. Could have been even better if the coach didn't play around with Bagley's minutes. But we got 6 fire plays again here tonight. So let's hop right into it. I'm going to go with Russell Westbrook first up. I might pivot off him if Blake Griffin is ruled out, because I think that could maybe make it less of an offensive scoring game and kind of slow down the pace a little bit. But I'm assuming Blake Griffin does play as of right now. But this game, it tips off at 8 p.m. We probably will get word if Blake Griffin is in or out. But Russell Westbrook, his stats lately have been crazy. A ton of rebounds and assists, 20 and 21 rebounds and assists last game, 11 and 11 the game before that, 9 and 9, 11 and 12. So he's been flirting the triple-double nearly every single game. His shot has been a little bit better recently as well. And this is a solid matchup just defensively against Reggie Jackson, who isn't great really defending point guards. Old Thunder player. Maybe Westbrook takes that as a little bit of motivation as well here in this matchup. OKC still kind of fighting for that playoff seed, and I think they'll bring out the fire here tonight against Detroit and Westbrook. Really good upside every single game, as we know. And one of the safer games, I would say, with just it staying close if Blake Griffin does play. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in as of right now. Like I said, I might pivot off him. I'll tweet out about that at MoneyWebby on Twitter if anything changes. But for my second guy, I'm going to go with Nikola Jokic here, 9,300. He came out with a little bit of a fire lit under him after that terrible game against Golden State. He absolutely demolished San Antonio with a 20, 11, and 9, one of the most efficient lines I've ever seen. 9 for 10 from the field. The only thing I really struggled with was the turnovers, but still, in 29 minutes, put up 46 DraftKings points. So that was really impressive to me. And now he's going against Portland. Another matchup here where I think he can dominate against Enes Kanter. Jokic just a little bit too crafty for Kanter, I would say. Can definitely handle him on the glass and stuff like that. I think he'll be able to fill it up again here. And the Nuggets, they've been really kind of down offensively recently in some of their games, but this is the matchup against Portland to kind of get some confidence underneath them before their playoff run. As they've been kind of struggling recently. Jokic came out and said that the team needs to settle down a little bit. So I think he wants to take over, have some good leadership in this game, and really kind of carry the load in this matchup against Portland. And it's a really good matchup and a good price tag at 9,300, I believe. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there. Really good upside. We know that with Jokic. He can put up 60 plus any given night. For my third guy, I'm going to go with Josh Jackson. Really just makes a ton of sense with the 2 top scorers for Phoenix now out, and Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. So Jackson always has the ability to step up and have monster lines. Obviously, he can be very inconsistent. His downside is pretty good. I mean, pretty bad. Like, he can drop like 20 DraftKings points, as we've seen, in good spots. But he also has that crazy upside for 52 like he did against Cleveland. And this is a really good matchup going against New Orleans, a team that he has been decent against, but really not the same opportunity that he's going to have tonight. Really fast-paced. He's a really good player once he gets into just gets into his tempo with his ability to kind of run the court. And at 5,900 here, really good upside with a huge opportunity to step up as the leading scorer in this game, put up over 10 shots, and be able to fill it up as well. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my third guy. I'm going to go with Gordon Hayward. He's shown some good ability recently, and the Celtics are a little bit banged up with Marcus Morris and Jaylen Brown both out for this game. So Gordon Hayward, another good spot for him to step up, get some more minutes and some more opportunities like he had last game against Miami with 32 minutes, had 8 rebounds, 25 points, was really just more involved in the offensive end. That's a really big thing for the Celtics. They got to get him going if they want any chance in the playoffs, because he needs to step up. I mean, he's a really good player when he's able to get into his. I mean, we saw him at Utah. He's one of the better players in the league, and then he kind of struggled with his injury at the beginning of this year. But it seems like he's getting his confidence back. The Celtics probably want to keep on getting his confidence back heading into the playoffs. So I think this is another good spot for him against Indiana. Their defense against small forwards haven't been great. They're pretty stout against centers and against point guards. So maybe they defer to Gordon Hayward a little bit more in this game as well. So 5,600, priced up a little bit, but he's still a guy that can give us over 30 DraftKings points again here tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my fourth guy. I'm going to go with Ivan Rabb here at 5,300. The Memphis is big man are really banged up. We're going to have Joakim Noah and Jonas Valanciunas out of this game again. So that frees up a lot of minutes for Rabb. He had 31 minutes despite foul trouble last game. Their depth is just really not good at the 5 position. There's really no backup big man available. So I think Ivan Rabb is pretty much locked in 30 minutes. Good matchup here against Dallas, a team defensively that has been struggling against centers recently. They're kind of undersized themselves, so I think Rabb could take advantage of them on the glass, be able to get another double-double here in this spot. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my fifth guy. And for my value guy, we need some really good value. Eli Okobo was a guy that can give that to us at 3,200. Like I said, 2 of the top scorers on the Suns out, and Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. So Okobo has been a guy that's shown some flashes this year of scoring ability, but he hasn't been great. Really not been given the full opportunity to show his worth, as the Suns have been really kind of, I don't know, a little bit too safe with him, I would say, only playing 10 minutes a game despite being a rookie. I feel like he needs a little bit more of an opportunity, and this is the game, though, he can be given that opportunity. Going against New Orleans, without Devin Booker, like I said, he should be able to get some more minutes, maybe around 28 to 30 minutes in this game, and at 3,200 with that upset, like I said, with a more opportunity. I mean, he dropped 21 DraftKings points in a tougher matchup against Utah, but going against New Orleans here, pace uptick, a team that struggles defensively recently, and Alfred Payton isn't a great defender, so Kobo does have some ability against him. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my final guy. So you got Russell Westbrook, Josh Jackson, Gordon Hayward, Nikola Jokic, Okobo, and Ivan Rabb to round it off. So I hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like if you did. Really appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And like I said, I will tweet out about Russell Westbrook, a pivot. If anything changes there, if anything changes to any of these plays, I will pivot on Twitter with some different plays if anything changes. But good luck here tonight. Hope you win some money, and we'll see you back here again next time.